Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have a really different concept. I'm going to be doing a mukbang for Chick-fil-A and also giving you guys my best tips to be creative and be inspired. So if you like random content like this, if you love reading and writing just as much as I do, I hope you give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you like waffle fries as much as I do, and be subscribed to this channel. So the first real question is it mukbang or bong or bong? Like, I don't know. Why is it so hard? I got the spicy chicken sandwich today. Changing it up. Fries and a Coke. What's your go-to Chick-fil-A order? Is Chick-fil-A your favorite fast food restaurant, or do you prefer McDonald's or Burger King? Do not tell me you prefer Burger King. That's just nasty. That's just wrong. Anyway, this is a judgment-free zone on this channel. I want to talk about, how do you become creative? How do you get creative ideas for your novel? Where do you go when you're in a rut? Where do you go, regularly? How do you not get ketchup all over yourself when you eat in your car? All those sort of things. So the number one way I think you can be creative is by actually sticking to a routine. And I think this works in two ways, really. One, the fact is, by going through your regular daily routine, you're going to be used to it. You're going to be bored with your life. You're going to be looking for something else. And that's going to spark a lot of creativity. Whether you're just sick of sitting at your desk for 8 hours and being bored, or whether you're a stay-at-home mom and, it's just day in, day out, the same kind of thing. Drop your kids off, take them to ballet, to soccer practice, all of that. That's an opportunity for you to write about your real life, but in a bigger or grander way. Like maybe you're going to write about some sort of dark and twisty dystopian story about your job. Or maybe you're going to write, this crazy romance that's bigger and better than your own. Or maybe you're going to dare to go back to the 1950s or the Civil War or whatever. Whatever it is, start with your creativity from beyond your daily life. Next, if you have a schedule in place, you're not going to be frantic. You're not going to be overwhelmed by daily tasks of life. You're going to have an allotted amount of time to get your chores done, to get your real work done, and to be able to then work on your creative projects. So really, creative people sometimes think schedules inhibit their creativity. I really think schedules are where you start your creativity from. Let's hope I don't get this on my shirt. Number 2, absorb a lot of information. Whenever you're reading a lot of different books, different genres, history, nonfiction, sci-fi, mystery, romance, southern fiction, everything, especially read them at once. If you're just growing up, if you're kind of working on your way to becoming a writer, I would especially recommend this because whenever you're reading a science fiction story and then a southern fiction story, you might be reading about totally different themes, totally different characters, and by reading them together, you might be able to see some connections you never knew existed, and that can really take off into crazy ideas. And don't just stop at reading different stories. Absorb different types of art. Listen to different types of music, physical art, go to museums, look at it, see it on Instagram, fashion, just expose yourself to so many different things, and that will be inspiring. And I think one of the easiest ways to expose yourself to different things is kind of to chunk it out. And so you're seeing little bits of this and that in your everyday life. So like follow really inspiring Instagram pages or Pinterest boards or my YouTube channel. And you kind of see like those little incremental bits and pieces of inspiration. And that can be enough for you to like digest easily every single day and kind of get the gears rolling, if you will. I love saying if you will, it sounds so cool. Have you guys read my novel, Sweep? You should read it. It's available on Amazon. The link is always in the description box. Number 3, just experience something new. Go somewhere new. Travel. Listen to new music. Just allow yourself to be absorbed by something that you're unfamiliar with. Right outside of your own personal experience. What I mean by this is don't be afraid to, write about a different culture or a different type of sexual relationship or a different time period. I think that in today's culture there's so much like concern about censorship or appropriation or like misrepresenting something that can make us only think we should write about our own experiences. And for a while I felt almost guilty writing about other people's experiences. Like I thought, if I write about a parent being ill, I can't do that because my parents weren't ill, or like my parents weren't divorced, and that would be like dishonest. But then I thought about it, like I think if you're writing from a very empathetic perspective and a perspective filled with knowledge, that can actually be helpful for other people who maybe aren't writers, who maybe can't put it into words. And, your themes can really become beyond yourself. They can become universal if you dare to write about like other people's experiences, or just take on their perspective, or even just incorporate characters with different perspectives than your own. I think it can really be a learning experience. But unfortunately, it seems like only the bad representations of other people's cultures get noticed these days. Or maybe that's what the media and social media make you want to think. I don't know. I feel like Taylor Swift is almost afraid to write about other people's experiences because she's such a great songwriter, but it's always about her relationship. Oh my god. It has like not stopped raining this entire time. I don't know if you guys can hear it on my little sunroof. Going back to that idea of kind of like chunking it down to little bits of inspiration every single day, something that I do is I write in a little notebook something tangible that I actually accomplished. Like I wrote, I edited, I ran, I went to work, whatever. And I'll also put like a quote underneath it, like maybe a Christopher Poindexter quote or a Bible verse or a quote about hard work. And that will kind of keep me grounded, but also keep me inspired. The last bit of advice I have is make sure you're writing for the right reasons and you're not writing to fulfill other people's expectations, or that you're afraid of what other people might think of your work. I know for me this is a hard one, fearing what other people are going to think of my ideas, whether I know them in real life or whether I don't. It can be really, scary to put yourself out there, to have this kind of attention on yourself, especially if you're kind of going for like bigger themes, or you know, something, an idea that might be perceived as being controversial. But always stay true to your story and your purpose. Don't let the fear of what other people think hold you back. And honestly, just keep plugging. Every day, just develop your routine till it feels weird not to create. And just remember, everyone goes in ruts. Everyone's creativity kind of ebbs and flows. So, you know, work on what you have now. Don't think too far in the future, and don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Rarely do creative ideas ever just come like in a neat little box, you know. They take time to develop, even if it's seemingly like an aha moment. Your subconscious has been picking up all that stuff in the background. I hear these people talking, and I'm like, where are they? I think they're in that car back there. I went to like the other end of the parking lot to film this. I thought President Obama said something really interesting today, and that was, he was talking kind of about like cancel culture, or like people being woke, and like proving how woke you are by like judging other people or like canceling other people. I thought that was a really excellent point. I feel like, you know, people are so quick to judge and just like throw other people under the bus. Like, I'm sure someone's gonna be like, why are you drinking out of a plastic straw? You must hate the environment. And in reality, like, that's just not true. It's just like, I was at Chick-fil-a and that's why I'm using a plastic straw, you know? That was a good point, and I'm glad he said it, because, you know, so many people respect him, and also because I feel like the people trying to be woke does come more from his party than the party on the right. So I think it was a really good message, and I hope people listen to it. Someone pulled up right next to me. Like, why are they not getting out of their car? Like, what are they doing? Are they also filming a mukbang? I really want a decaf coffee after this, but is there really such thing as decaf coffee? Don't they all have like a little bit of caffeine in them? I don't need to be up any later than I always am already up. Life, man. Are you guys night owls or morning people? I feel like most creative people are night owls, but, you know, I suppose that's a stereotype. I'm definitely a night owl. I hate the mornings. Don't talk to me until I've had coffee. I'm almost at the end of my fries, which means we're almost at the end of this mukbang. I hope you guys will subscribe to this channel and read my book. If you've already read it, let me know what you think in the comments below. Is it controversial? Do you find yourself rooting for Felicity and Fitz? Do you think maybe Fitz is a little too perfect? You know, what are your thoughts on my story? I would love to know. Also, your thoughts on Chick-fil-A. I mean, it's like the best fast food ever. I mean, McDonald's is pretty good when you're drunk, but it's the best sober fast food. Well, we have reached the end. No more French fries. I hope you guys found this entertaining or helpful or just something useful to your life, whether it was entertainment or actually helpful. I already told you all the important stuff. Subscribe, read my book, connect with me. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it all, from the lights to the mistletoe.